Hello and welcome to Let's Talk Spook. Welcome to the Asylum.
And my kids have lasers, apparently. Actually, they do.
Yeah,
No, don't aim the laser tag thing at your eye.
it's been too long since I've done a spook video. I've been slacking. I got 2 reviews written. I just haven't filmed them yet. So yeah, obviously I'm in spook mode apparently. But anyway, welcome to the Asylum. I am your host, Don, and with me today, as almost always, is Jeremiah.
And my children are definitely present.
The children are definitely present. My child is not. She's downstairs with her mom, being adorable. So today on Let's Talk Spook, we are going to talk about.
Don't laser people in the face, Killian. That doesn't fit this movie. It might improve it, though.
King Arthur. What was the King Arthur.
It's mine.
King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table 2017.
King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table. Yeah, so as those who watched last week saw, I was very excited about this movie. It's a Sarah Melchior Lane, who is absolutely gorgeous. She cannot act. She most certainly cannot sing, but she is gorgeous. So I love seeing her on TV.
And I thought from the poster for a second that Ian O'Brien, who plays Pendragon? Yeah.
Yep.
Was the guy who plays Master Chief in the Halo series. But that's Pablo Schreiber. They just have similar hair in this movie. And once he started talking, it was very obvious. But I was like, oh, they got an actor that has, like, Emmys? No, they didn't.
So this movie, it opens up with King Arthur and Merlin fighting with Mordred and Morgana. Morgana played by Sarah Melchior Lane, and
who I'm pretty sure is younger than her son.
Yeah, pretty sure. But she's immortal, so age what, Anyway, so it's like the final fight essentially between them, and she says something along the lines of, "You can't kill me with Excalibur, because if you were, I have like a connection to it, and it would just make me more powerful." And he was like, "That's cool. Instead of doing that, I'm gonna banish you to space," which is apparently a thing that they can do. So they banish Mordred and Morgana into space. And then we fast forward to modern day Thailand, yes. Where R.J. Penn, also known as Pendragon, is sparring with his pregnant fiance. And we get a little bit of backstory. We find out that, like, there's this group of people who all believe that they are descended from the Knights of the Round Table, and
there's a lot of hot chicks in this movie.
Every year they get together and have a fight to see who's awesomest, and then so that's our setting. That's our premise. Is all of the descendants of the Knights of the Round Table are still friends, sorta, except for Lucas, who is the descendant from Galahad. They're all friends, and they get together and fight every year.
And speaking of Lucas, when your name is Alex Winters, I'm like, oh, Alex Winters is in this movie. No, it's not that Alex Winters. It's a different one.
Well, I mean, Alex is a pretty common first name. Winters is not that abnormal of a last
name.
Well,
I thought it was Alex Winter, as in from Bill and Ted.
Nope.
And he is the type of actor who would show up in a movie like this, though.
Right, that's fair. He would. So whilst they are having their, we get the introduction of a Black American bald woman who runs a massage studio, who is supposedly descended from Merlin. But she runs this massage studio in Thailand. So she's a Black American, British Thailander, because this whole movie takes place in Thailand. I don't know why they chose Thailand to be where this takes place,
Because
but
it's
that's what
cheaper
they
to
chose,
film there.
I guess. So we get some fighting. We get to see that Penn is actually really good. There's one character, his name is Gunnar, who claims to be descended from King Arthur himself. And while they're all like battling each other for funsies, Morgana and Mordred finally return in an asteroid or something along those lines.
And she has a headdress from Egypt.
Yes, truth.
For reasons.
So they show up. They immediately murder the first people they see so they can steal their clothes, which happen to fit Mordred and were a little tight on Morgana.
I find it interesting that, okay, most people in this movie wear like t-shirts and tank tops. And then somehow, Mordred and Morgana get like the only actual costumes in this entire thing. And it's quasi, like it looks like a fantasy stuff. Though I'm pretty sure Morgana stole her some sort of dom.
They got them directly from the first people that they ran into because they murdered them and stole their clothes.
Yeah, but no one wears that type of leather cross strap outfit thing
as they're walking through Thailand. Yeah, no. So they are then on the hunt for Excalibur. So they go to I think her name was Elena. Was that the name of the girl who ran the tattoo or the massage place? Yeah, so they go to her massage parlor. They go to her massage parlor, and they're like, "Hey, we know Excalibur's here. Give us the sword." And they're like, "There's no swords here." And they're like, "This is a massage place." And then they proceed to murder everybody in the room, except for Elena, who goes and grabs a cup that I think was intended to be the Holy Grail, and then runs away. And whilst she's running away, Mordred follows. And when she gets to the dojo where the sparring is happening, he shoots her in the back of the head with some sort of space laser. It's not really clear what he shot her with.
And he looks like, mind you, someone like Chris Angel-ish magician, like in Sorcerer's Apprentice.
Looks like a knockoff Chris Angel. I couldn't place it while I was watching it, but now that you say that.
And also, mind you, when we talk about this movie's budget is significantly lower than most non-horror films Asylum does. This is a $300,000 budget, which
explains the final scene. So she shows up, or she gets shot in the back of the head. As she's dying, she tells Penn that something like the cup will lead to the sword or something like that. And then Mordred, instead of like investigating like why she was running there.
1 hour later.
So they try to get Excalibur. Gunnar is apparently the descendant of King Arthur, who lives an authentic medieval lifestyle, which is why he lives in Thailand, owns a dojo, wears a flannel shirt, and doesn't have internet. Authentic
medieval
lifestyle.
Okay. Does he have disease?
Probably never uses a condom though. Anyway, so he claims, he has been saying from the start that he is actually King Arthur's direct descendant. So he tries to pull the sword out of the cup, and his hand gets horribly burned. And then he's gone. So it turns out that, surprise, surprise, the dude whose name is friggin' Pendragon is actually the descendant of King Arthur. Who would have guessed?
Shocking.
Which is Penn, our main character. His name is RJ Pendragon. I don't know what the RJ stands for because everyone just calls him Penn. But he ends up having to draw Excalibur, fights off some of Morgana's minions, and then faces off against Morgana in an extremely anticlimactic fight where he immediately stabs her in the stomach.
I thought they would have used the sword to make sword bullets and shoot people, because why not use space laser bullets?
Why not? So he stabs her in the stomach. They're like, "Yeah, we won." But then the dragon appears. They have been trying to foreshadow this whole time. But as Jeremiah previously stated, due to budget constraints, they couldn't get a dragon. So instead of Morgana transforming into a dragon and attacking Thailand, she transforms into a giant robot that attacks Thailand. Penn manages to get his hands on a missile launcher. They shoot a couple of missiles at her and then pull Excalibur out of her, and that's how they win. It's not really well explained, but in the process, Mordred takes a mortal wound. So he's lying on the ground bleeding out, and they're trying to figure out if they can save him or not. They decide that they can't. So Pendragon knights him as a knight of the Round Table, and he gives this kind of overly long death speech. They kind of dragged his death out a little bit. But you get this kind of poignant, the second best scene in the movie is him explaining that like he's done some horrible things. He always just wanted to be a knight of the Round Table, and he finally is, and he's happy that he's going to die happy at least, and that he feels like he's going to hell. And they're like, oh, dude, no, you're not going to hell. You've redeemed yourself. You're going to go to heaven. And he's like, no, it's fine. If I go to hell, at least I know I have a soul. And then he dies. And that's the whole movie, essentially. It's not bad. It's just, it's not good. Honestly, I liked the story. I liked the plot. I liked what they wanted to do with the characters. I think that if this movie had a budget and actual actors, this movie would actually have been a good movie. As far as like
And about
Asylum,
20 more minutes of runtime.
Yeah, as far as Asylum plots go, this is probably one of the more plot-heavy movies that we've seen. I think probably the highest plot-heavy one we've seen would have been Flight World War II. And then maybe this one, honestly, as far as plot is concerned. This had an actual plot. It was written not bad. The script wasn't horrible. The dialogue wasn't horrible, but they used stunt actors, vice actual actors, and Sarah Melchior Lane, and they just didn't have the budget to really go over the top with what they could have done. So
they had an idea and wasted it with no budget.
Exactly.
And terrible. They used stunt people so they can do some action, but they didn't give enough time to actually plan it, and multiple takes, and so on. And no, I don't like this. I don't like this movie, and it makes me wonder what's going to happen with Three Musketeers that I know are coming up with soon, because I think that's going to suck.
Great. I'm looking forward to Three Musketeers, honestly. It's another one that's on my list of ones I actually want to watch. But yeah, that's my thoughts on it. Jeremiah, I've done most of the talking, so. Yeah, I thought, ooh, pictures. Yeah, so there's a significant amount of eye candy in this. The gal on the
It's kind of like the eye candy you had in Journey to the Center of the Earth.
But you would expect that because these are all stunt actors, right? So stunt actors are usually in pretty good shape. The girl on the far, go back. So the girl on the far right is Jenna. She is the love interest of the main character and also apparently pregnant. The gal in the middle is the descendant of Sir Kay and the one who has like one of the best scenes with Mordred. The guy on the left is Lucas, who is the descendant of Galahad and apparently used to date Jenna. Not important really to the plot. This is another good-looking gal. She is the receptionist at the massage studio, and all that really happens with her is she gets horribly maimed. Horribly. More eye candy.
Whoever picks these photos are just awful.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, there's her
headdress.
Why? Why did she have that? I don't. Okay. That's Krista, who is the actual descendant of King Arthur. The guy on the left in the flannel shirt and jeans is Gunnar, who lives an authentic medieval lifestyle, which is why he wears jeans. And Sarah Malcolm Lane talking to the cops. Look at that outfit. She found that off of a random person. This was our introduction to Lucas. This was the sparring scene from the beginning. That's Penn. That's your main character. The first time, 7 photos in, that's the first time we see him. There's Mordred, who again, as Jeremiah stated, looks like a knockoff Chris Angel, which I couldn't place it when I was watching the movie. But yeah, 100% looks like a knockoff Chris Angel. And it's supposed to be Sarah Mulcahane's son, but is clearly older than her. Clearly.
And that outfit's just found off a random person?
Yeah, just a random person walking, both of those outfits, random person walking down the street. There's them again. Just another excuse to look at Sarah Mulcahane.
And a poster, which is, again, better looking than the actual movie?
There was no samurai sword.
Let alone a ninja mask.
Yeah, or a person with purple hair.
And then that's a really big gun.
He did have that gun. He did have that gun.
This movie is awful. Let's admit it. This was an awful movie.
I wouldn't say awful. It was not good.
Awful. Awful.
One of these days, we are going to sit down and make a tier video for every single one of these movies.
And I would have forgotten most of them by then. Just going, if I don't remember, it goes on the bottom.
It goes on, yeah, for real. If we don't remember it, it goes just above Battlestar Wars. Because that is the worst.
I don't know. I really disliked this movie almost to the point of Battlestar Wars.
Really? Why?
I have seen movies with these stunt people in them that are better. This is like the second Tekken movie level bad. And the second Tekken movie was so bad. It makes the first one look amazing. And the first one's okay at best. The second one is so bad. And a lot of people are in it. But the second one at least is better than this. There's actual competent fights in there. This one, there's no competent fights at all. Let alone actual costuming.
The lack of costuming is kind of like at no point did Penn wear that really nice suit. Like
what is the point? It's like they went and said, we're making a student movie for a week, and they just kept it and made a movie. There's no competent production in this. And I'm pretty sure Sarah Mulcahane's in here because her husband said, I found an outfit for you. Can you wear it for a week? And she says, okay. And he's like, you're definitely wearing this all week.
They definitely have a weird relationship because for those of you who have seen Jailbait, the warden in Jailbait is supposed to be based off of Jared Cohn. And he's the worst character in that entire movie, like as a human being. So they've got to have some sort of structure.
Repeatedly.
It's sort of like Mila Jovovich and her husband, how he puts her in everything and tries to get her to wear something skimpy.
Except I'm pretty sure she has more pushback.
And she can act.
And their actual children are in those movies too.
And I'm willing to bet she can sing.
Probably. Yes, I hate this movie.
Well, there you go, guys. One more where Jeremiah and I disagree on a movie, which doesn't happen very frequently. Oh, we already started. Wheel of Asylum. Turn, turn, turn. Show us the movie that we will burn.
There's 165 movies on here.
Hansel versus Gretel.